foods for 4th of July. The top 10 foods for the 4th of July. Now, this is fan participation. So anybody that's on the live right now, make sure you participate. Anybody who catches this later, please leave your list in the comment section. I want to see all the lists. And we're going to go from 10 to 1. From 10 to 1, let's go. Number 10, potato chips. Potato chips. Something simple, something easy. But I think on the 4th of July, a Ruffles, Doritos, Cheetos, I think it's a necessity. Lay's. Actually, I'm not even going to go the Doritos and the Cheetos. I'm just going to go with Ruffles and Lay's. Potato chips are essential on the 4th of July. Absolutely a staple of 4th of July foods. Number 9, the old liquor. You got to have some liquor on the 4th of July, people. Whether it's beer, vodka, at the Brothers Barbecue, they're going to have some Hennessy, some Crown, something. The bottom line is you got to have some liquor at the barbecue. You got to have some because if you don't, how are you going to have that crazy person that goes way too far, drinks way too much, tripping over coolers, knocking over the barbecue pit, spilling food somewhere? You got to have that. You got to have that. Falls into the swimming pool, something. You got to have that at all barbecues, man. You got to have that. And for that, you got to have some liquor. Number 8, potato salad. A staple. Potato salad, at a barbecue. This is basically a staple at every barbecue. Somebody's got to have some potato salad. Don't be putting no raisins in the potato salad. If you see raisins in somebody's potato salad, don't be rude. Just kindly say, no, we can't have this, and you have to leave. Don't be rude. Don't punch them. Don't push them. Don't yell at them. All you say is, I'm sorry, we don't allow raisins at our potato salad, and you must leave the party. Because they can't stay. Somebody doing that, they can't stay. No. They can't stay. But yeah, you got to have some potato salad, people. You got to have some potato salad. Now, before we go on, we're at number 8 of potato salad. Let's go to some comments real quick. My man Wakan says, in my house, beef brisket slow cooked and smoked over cherry wood. That's going a little too far. I guess that's not going too far. I'm just talking about an actual staple. But I like it. That seems like a lot. But I can dig it. I can dig that, Wakan. The sloppy juice is too low. Or is it? Guess I'll be okay since it made a food list. I mean, liquor has to be a part of it. Has to. You can't go without it. Man. Let's get back to the list, man. Number 7, baked beans. Oh, my goodness. Baked beans. And barbecued at that. Baked beans at that. I've been to some barbecues where some people just try to get stuff out of the can and heat it up. I'm like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Don't just heat it up out of the can. I'm not saying you can't buy it out of the can because I think most people do. Okay, buy it out of the can. But, throw a pound of brown sugar in there, something stupid. Throw some bacon in there. Throw some brisket in there. Throw something in there. Doctor it up. And throw some barbecue sauce in there. Barbecued baked beans of 4th of July. You got to have it, people. You got to have it. Number 6, deviled eggs. Oh, yeah. And it depends how you like them. It depends. Some people like sweet deviled eggs. Some people not so much. Depends how you like it. Depends on who's making it as well. Some deviled eggs You eat the deviled eggs. When you get home, you're going to be on the toilet for a good 30 minutes. Some, not so much. They get through you just fine. Again, depends on who made it. Some people, they try to load that deviled egg up with as much stuff as possible. Relish, onions. Lord, they'll just load that thing up. Some people, pretty basic. Still tastes good. Again, depends on your preference. Deviled eggs got to be there, though. Deviled eggs got to be there. Number 5. This was more of my wife's choice. Barbecue chicken. Now, I like chicken at a barbecue, but I was never a barbecue chicken fan. I was never a barbecue chicken fan. I don't know why either. It's not like I don't like barbecue. It's not like I don't like chicken. But put it together, I'm just like, eh. But barbecue chicken, first of all, you're not going to see too many 4th of July parties without it there. So whether I like it or not, it's still a staple, man. It's still a staple. So going over to some comments here. Wakan says, baked mac and cheese. We'll see if that makes the list. Baked mac and cheese. The problem is with baked mac and cheese, if the party's at a park, how are you baking this mac and cheese? Are you putting it on the grill? You're taking up too much space if you do. You know how they get with the space on the grill. So we'll see if it makes the list. Big B, people have forgotten about deviled eggs. They're underrated. So underrated. So underrated. Oh, my goodness. So underrated, man. Darren, yeah. Barbecue, I don't want my hands dirty at a function. No barbecue chicken, no ribs. I mean, you can miss me with the rib part, but as far as barbecue chicken, I think you're right. I think as a kid, I didn't like that getting on my hands either. As a kid, I didn't like that on my hands. You know, I chanced it with ribs because it was just too good. But with chicken, I just didn't want it on my, or, right here on your mouth. You bite that chicken and it gets right here. I didn't like that. I didn't like that as a kid. I definitely don't like it as an adult, but I didn't like that as a kid. I didn't like it. So maybe that's the reason I'm out on the barbecue chicken. Let's get back to the list, people. 4 more. Number 4, brats. I mean, brats, you got to have brats. You got to have brats. And let me clarify. It could be brats. It could be Polish sausage. It could be smoked sausage. Kielbasa, if that's your choice. So we're throwing all of that into one. Not hot dog, because they are not the same. But brats, smoked sausage, Polish sausage, kielbasa, however you want to call it, all have to be a staple. All have to be a staple. I used to like it because I used to watch them cook on the grill. I used to like to watch them pop. Most of the time, the people, they cut holes in it so it didn't pop. But my dad always left one on there for me because as a kid, I used to watch that thing pop. When it got too hot, it just bust open. I used to like watching that. That was fun for me. So, brats. Number 3, hamburgers. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't have 4th of July without hamburgers. You can't. You can't. So, you can't have 4th of July without hamburgers. It's just impossible. It's impossible. Now, I'm sure people do it, but why are you doing that? Why are you having 4th of July with no hamburgers? You don't have to do that. You're doing too much when you leave out hamburgers. A staple of every picnic, every barbecue. Hamburgers. Gotta have it, people. Gotta have it. Number 2, hot dogs. I mean, how do you not have hot dogs? And again, hot dogs are not brats. And anybody who tries to tell you that hot dogs and brats are the same, smack them in the mouth. I usually don't condone violence. But in this case, I will. Somebody tells you that a hot dog and a brat is the same, just smack them right across the lips. Unless it's a child. We don't want to hurt children. But if it's another adult, smack them in the lips and tell them, what the hell are you talking about? Hot dogs and brats are not the same. Oh, and by the way, if you don't have this at your 4th of July party, you're doing it wrong. I have no problems in telling you that. You can make whatever else that you want, whatever else you want. If you don't have hot dogs at your 4th of July party, you are doing it wrong. Even if you only make 6 of them because you got some kids there. But tell me adults don't like hot dogs. Of course we do. Stop the nonsense, people. Stop the nonsense. And I'm not talking about those Joey Chestnuts shoving it in our face, that nasty shit. I'm just talking about some hot dogs, man. Some nice grilled. A couple of them are a little burnt on one side. That kind of hot dog. Delicious. A staple. And last but not least, and this will be at Big B's house tomorrow, ribs. You like how I said that? Ribs. You got to have ribs. You got to have ribs. And look, yes, as a kid, I didn't like getting it on my fingers. But when you learn how to eat it right, I didn't even care after that. I think when I was a kid, once I finally got a taste, I was like, hold on, wait. Oh, yeah, I don't mind this getting on my face. Yeah. That's how you do it. You got to have ribs at the 4th of July. Now, I will say this. Ribs, I think you got to have ribs, but some people don't like the bone. So brisket, I will allow that. I will allow it. You're doing too much, I think, but I will allow it. But I think you got to have just ribs. Whether you like pork or beef ribs, whichever one you choose, I think ribs is the biggest staple of any 4th of July party. So let's go over the list again. 10, we got potato chips. 9, we got Lego. We got to add that. We need Uncle Juju to get too drunk too early, falling into the pool, falling over the barbecue pit. We got to have that, or showing up with way too much liquor. When you ask him to bring, a case of beer, and he comes with $200 worth of straight alcohol, Number 8, potato salad. 7, baked beans. 6, deviled eggs. Way underrated. Deviled eggs, way underrated. So good. Number 5, barbecue chicken. Number 4, brats, Italian sausage. I forgot that earlier. Polish sausage, smoked sausage, kielbasa, whatever you want to do. All in the same category. Got to have it. Number 3, hamburgers. Got to have hamburgers at every 4th of July party. Number 2, hot dogs. I said it before. I'll say it again. You don't have hot dogs at your 4th of July party. You're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong. And number 1, ribs. Or as I said it earlier, ribs. Got to have ribs. So that's the list. Let me know what you think. Those are the top 10 foods that we got to have, man. We got to have. Wakan says, Big B, do you like macaroni salad or coleslaw? Absolutely. No, I don't, number 1. That's why I don't have it at any of the parties. I'm not saying you can't, but you can't substitute macaroni salad or coleslaw for potato salad. You can't substitute that. I'm sorry. You can't. You cannot. You can have it in addition to, but you can't substitute it. No. Or you better not. My man Austin, 4th of July is hot and sunny. Save all your baked goods for Christmas. The 4th is about anything on the grill and the coldest sides, in my opinion. Yes. Exactly, Austin. You can bake all that other stuff any other time, man. Get your ass outside. You know how it is. Either your dad, your uncle, your grandpa, somebody out there sweating at the grill. You just, hey, man, go give me a beer. You go give them a beer. They drink it in 2 seconds. It just sweats right out of them, Then your mom said, hey, man, just dump water over your dad's head. He don't even get mad at you because the grill, it's 100 out. The grill makes it 300 degrees. He's just burning up. He don't even get mad at you for throwing the water over his head. Oh, he just looks at you like, you knew I needed that, son. I appreciate it. Yes. Save all the baked stuff for later. Save it all for later. So, my man says, if you eat burgers without cheese, I don't trust you. Tricky. Sometimes that can be tricky. I don't eat hamburger buns anymore. I feel like hamburger buns are a waste. First of all, I'm trying to slim down, so I don't eat as much bread. But I always feel like, depending on the hamburger, the buns, It steals the show. But it doesn't matter. Whether you use a bun or not, you can absolutely put cheese on that damn thing. You absolutely can. Because first of all, whoever's on the grill, don't they make half of them just regular hamburgers, the other half cheeseburgers anyway? That's what happens in my house. That's always happened in my house. Half had cheese, half didn't. You decide which one you want. That's just so I'm with you, my man. I don't know if I can trust you either. I don't know if I can trust you either. I gotta have cheese. I gotta have cheese. So great list. Just missing the fruit. You know, my wife tried to tell me I needed fruit too. She brought up watermelon, and I said, I'll just tell you exactly what I said. She said, we used to always have watermelon. I said, as a black man on the internet, I cannot go and say that I just love watermelon. I can't do it. I can't put that on the list. Now, do I like watermelon? Yes. Is it a staple? Look, and I'll just say at every black person's 4th of July party, is watermelon there? Yes, it is. But I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. And don't get me wrong, it's delicious. I used to fight it and not eat it because I didn't want the stereotype. I don't give a damn no more. It is delicious. It is delicious. So you're right. You're right, Austin. I should have had a fruit. I should have just stuck to my guns and just left it the way that it was. I should have just stuck to my guns. I get it. I get it. So, Pat Cockrell, chili dogs is what I typically chili dogs going too far. Hey, I mean, you can. I mean, I'm not saying you can't make chili dogs, but that seems like I don't know. That seems going too far. Don't get me wrong. I love me some chili dogs. I love some chili dogs. But on the 4th, it just seems like you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. But you pair it with beer. I mean, hey, who the hell am I, my man Pat? Who the hell am I? First of all, anything on the 4th of July, if you pair it with beer, it's pretty much going to taste good, isn't it? Isn't it going to be good? Anything you throw out there, anything. Hey, man, try this. Oh, by the way, have a beer. They'll try it, drink the beer, and tell you it's the most delicious thing they've ever had in their life. Mm, mm, mm. So, no, I'm not going to do that. See, my man Darren Howard says just cut up your watermelon. Don't go whole, the whole half melon. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm going to take the whole half, or not half of it, but a quarter. I'm going to eat it. I need either I need a cup. I don't even really need a cup. I just need paper right here so I can spit my seeds. I can eat, spit my seeds. That's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. That's what I'm going to do. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. So, but that's the list. I appreciate y'all joining today, man. We're going to shut this one down, man.